All right, good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Ugh, sorry. Voice is still a little bit weird. It's like, ugh. Oops. Let me do this. There, sorry. Um, all right, so movement we have. Eh, we got the yen being weak. And again, a lot of this I think has to do with the Dow. Let's see. What's that, guys? One sec. Sorry, I'm trying to update my back down. Sorry, I had all kinds of stuff pop up one time here. I don't know what the heck that is. Search bar. Kip comes in here, hits stuff, and it's like all of a sudden I got like five different windows up. I hadn't realized that he hit a bunch of keys. But anyway, all right, so we can see that the yen is basically the main player on the board. Dollar, not so much, right? We are seeing the euro pound kind of retracing right now. It is up, showing euro strength, but it is retracing back again. And again, a lot of that is the comments from earlier with the ECB. Obviously, the two biggest movers, 122, 153, are purely yen based. Otherwise, up 39, down 3, 2. Dollar CAD up 33. Again, we were calling for this one to go higher. I actually expected it to go a little bit higher than it was, but it is higher, and we talked about going higher. Aussie dollar up 10. Not much there. I thought we'd get a little bit more out of this one, but we'll see. Um, so far, the data today, and Empire State Manufacturing was supposed to be negative, came in positive. That's great. Again, kind of a case there, a data point where it's like, maybe we do not need to raise. Or maybe we need to raise again. Retail sales, also good. It was expected to be negative. It wasn't. So again, they're not crushing it too much, right? Unemployment claims ticked up a little bit, but it was basically exactly what it was last time. So really no difference out there. And then obviously the Philly came in more or less as expected. Yesterday, obviously, rates held, right? Rates held. And again, you see the Aussie dollar up. There was great data for Aussie. It actually, the unemployment rate went down and unemployment change. And remember, they just had a surprise raise. So, again, seeing that data kind of makes a lot of sense there with what's happening. The way that I see it right now, I guess the Fed talked about yesterday. They mentioned that there was the pause, and they talked about how they're not done, right? They need to go, continue moving. And they in their economic projections, right? Right here, the FOMC economic projections. They have a plot graph, and a lot of people aren't necessarily talking about this, but they said that the end, kind of they expect to be at 5.5 to 5.6 by the end of the year. At no point did they talk about reductions, where a lot of people are still talking about them cutting interest rates. But it looks like the Fed still has room to go. They've told us that it's going to happen, but for some reason the market doesn't necessarily believe them. Um, such is life. The ECB data. I think some of the headlines in here I think make the most sense and why we're seeing the ECB movement. And it's funny, the U.S. is like, oh yeah, we're going to pause. Yeah, we're done. But CAD had to raise, Aussie had to raise again to the surprise side, and again their data looks great. We're seeing like another surge of inflation. Um, ECB is like, pretty simply, we're not there yet, right? We're not at our destination. Barring any material changes, we're very likely we're going to continue to raise in July, right? Unless there's some major surprise, they're raising again. We're not even thinking about pausing, and we'll know when we're determined it when we get there. So, it's kind of interesting because the rest of the world is still kind of, chugging along. And again, the nations that actually did pause early are having to resume again. So, kind of wondering if that's going to be the recipe for the U.S. as well. That, we got the raise. People were like, yeah, we're done. We're going to cut interest rates, but that's not necessarily the case. So, some interesting comments from her. We spent a lot of time on the labor market. Wages are playing a significant role in inflation. I actually saw this yesterday too, talking about how we're seeing a third wave of inflation in the United States, and where it's coming from is labor, like wages, right? Um, you know, People coming in there and again seeing that earnings, the average hourly earnings go up higher. So again, not bad, and that was going higher because again, inflation was high, so people had to have their salaries adjusted. But now that those salaries are adjusted higher, that's what's holding and kind of pushing us higher. So we're not seeing the massive, the massive layoffs and the 4.6 unemployment, like the Fed said that they would need to get to have inflation be controlled. So, um, and again, not just seeing it here, we're seeing it in Europe as well. So that's a significant kind of piece to kind of remain focused on. Rest of today, we're going to see the BOJ data. We'll see what we get from that. Right now, the yen is extremely weak. We may actually get some strength coming out of that release. Potentially, right? I think it wouldn't be a bad thing to see. Again, we're extremely high in all the yen pairs. We knew that. We've been waiting kind of for somewhat of a top. We knew there's going to be some type of intervention or something coming in. I still think it's probably coming soon. But we'll see. Maybe tonight with the monetary policy when that comes out, we'll get some true data. So the next 24 hours. Friday, we have consumer sentiment and inflation expectations. Consumer sentiment expected to go a little higher. Again, not a bad thing. Last time I think that was a surprise, correct? Yeah, the forecast was 63 and it came in much, much lower. But they're talking about an adjustment coming in. This is very common when the data's off. So not necessarily surprised by this adjustment. They're already saying that that's what it's going to be. So maybe they released that part already. Um, you know, the thing with the expectation is we just got the retail sales number. So maybe we know the retail sales number is good. So right now it's like, the expectation going forward, what do people think it is? I don't know if this is going to really play that significant a role tomorrow. It's expected to be 60. I guess if they adjust it up to 59.2, I guess we're closer or ish, I don't know if that's going to do as much. I feel like maybe I don't know. The inflation expectation is kind of more of an interesting, but I don't know if we're going to get market movement out of that one. Um, it's funny. Talking about an adjustment coming into 4.2 from 4.5, right? Hey, we're just kidding, guys. Just kidding. It's like it's a survey. Just hit results, right? Why is it so different? Um, hmm, hmm. While I was speaking it, I feel like Waller may actually have more of a push tomorrow. Hmm, Maybe the president. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that we're going to get a lot of that one. I don't think that consumer sentiment is going to tell us a whole lot because of the retail sales number today. And again, the inflation expectations, that's quite of adjustment there. We'll see. I think right now, um, where we're kind of seeing things, I think if anything, look for a feel good Friday right now. And again, we'll touch base tomorrow morning with it. But I think that's what we're probably setting up for. So nothing that we crazily need to watch out for. Let's go back to the VIX. So yesterday, obviously there was the build up, and then all of a sudden, boom, the big crash down again. Once the news was out, everybody knew what it was going to be. We're up right now, 1.44%, a little bit, right? Not nothing too crazy. The indices are obviously, kind of split back and forth. Two red, two green, but one's barely. ES is barely in the green right now. The dollar right now, obviously pushing back down. You saw a lot of dollar strength, and this is exactly what we talked about. We said, hey, when that news comes out and they hold, look for dollar strength, and it did. It skyrocketed right up again. It pulled back down again, and then late last night it fired up again, and then the Europeans kind of pushed it back lower. And some of this actually may be what we saw in Europe with the ECB data. May have helped with this just a little bit. Um, just talking about again highlighting where the inflation they're seeing it. Yeah, not necessarily. I don't think we have to worry about it. And then again, from today, this morning's data, we're seeing the push back down again, right? You're like, oh, unemployment probably the big deal. So yeah, with that down, but even though the dollar's down, we should see the indices up, and that's currently not the case right now. So commodities, on the other hand, dollar down, commodities are up. Oil, it's below 70. And again, yesterday we talked about 70 being kind of the linchpin higher or lower, and that's what we got. Natural gas also up again, 243. It's like, come on, really? Like, why are we surging again? Right? Go the other way, right? Nobody needs this, right? Um, I don't know. Natural gas is just so funky right now. Gold. Yesterday we were talking about 1956. Now we're talking about 1946. We were talking about being above 24. Now we're at 23.75, and that is again down zero point 0.7 today so far. So we'll see if gold's able to push it. And again, the fight for inflation. They didn't raise, but they're going to do it in the future. And all of a sudden, bam, whacked off $10 off of gold. So not necessarily surprising there. Looking at the Aussie dollar. So also, yesterday morning, we're sitting right around here, right around here. And we said, let's see if we can hold, if we can get some type of a top in this, we're looking to go short. We knew we had a bigger level there. Again, it ended up pushing through the level a little bit. And then all of a sudden, we started the pause around 12:30. And then it went down a little bit at 1 o'clock. You're like, oh, this is going to go. And it did. It went all the way back down. It found the confirmed buyers right here, right? There's your level of basing. There's your confirmed. There's your hit. Right at 2 o'clock. Slam right into it and then turned and rolled right back up again. So, again, quite a parabolic move. There's your move down, and then there's your full retracement all the way back up again. So, where we are with this now, I think it makes sense. I mean, this was a very predictable reaction from it. We kind of expected that. Do we have kind of a true top in it? Nah, just news right now. And again, people looking at this and, is it justified to be where it is right now? I don't think it's in a bad spot. I'm okay with this. I do think we are high. I do think we are very high on the curve. You can see the 23 just got smashed through. I think ending the week on dollar weakness is okay. Um, Again, a lot of people in the market are still in this belief that we're going to continue to lower interest rates. They may say, the Fed keeps telling us we're going to go, but I feel like right now I'm okay with this. Aussie has their own data. Their data has been really, really good. Has the dollar data? I mean, based off the dollar data we have, is there really anything different? Not really, right? But that Aussie data we got last night, this is good. Unemployment rate going down, even though they're raising still, and then the employment change 18 is like the expectation, 75. This is good fundamental strength. Oh, but did you hit the button? You did hit the button. Hold on one second. Let me turn this tablet back on. Yeah. Here you go, buds. No, we're not going to play with that. Here? No. Here. No. Oh, can I open the gate? Hold on one second. I have to open the gate for Jen. All right, sorry. Um, So yeah, great fundamental data for Aussie, and again, that's why we're seeing this rise. I think it makes a lot of sense. I think you can end the week out. Could we roll back on Friday? Sure, we could. Right now, I don't necessarily have a top. I wouldn't see it put a new top in. You can see we had the basing, and it's already used that one time. And now with us being past, I want to see a new top. It could look something like this. It could look like if it looks like this, I'm all over it. I like that a lot. I love that the slant on there. I love that. Came back up and tested it, and that was a nice push to the downside. How big was this? Yeah, that was like 10 pips. So there was an easy 10 to 30 in the overnight. You could have used this level here and then grabbed it. So a number of ways you could have done it, right? But it's hit it, it's hit it, it's through. I'd like to see a new top. If it looks like this, I'm all in. But right now, I don't have that top. It's looking for new levels. And again, great fundamental data, and the dollar's a little bit lost right now. So makes sense why we were driving. Aussie yen. So Aussie yen. I don't know if you guys can see that. This is the level that we put on before. We said, hey, listen, there are buyers right there, right? There are buyers right there, 96.40. And I don't think I had an alert. Did I have an alert on this one? Aussie yen. This is an old. Yeah, it's an old one. But anyway, that's the level we were looking for. We called for this one, right? We were talking about, hey, listen, there was a big spike here. And guess what we hit? The big spike right there, right? Um, yeah. Actually, I think we had it at what, 96.40, 96.40.01. It actually went to 96.40.05. So actually, it would have triggered. Had you move that all the way across, it actually would have triggered. Right? There was our draw. It's actually out now. you've been in and out of this trade. Um, so right now we know we got a lot of pressure up there. I think it still makes a lot of sense up top here, 96.40. There's a decent base up top, but we run back up again. Again, the problem with this one is it does have the yen included in it, and we know the yen is extremely weak right now. Again, we are pushing higher with the BOJ talking. I do think there probably is some opportunity in this one. Is it going to be a today thing? We're going to need some help from the yen, so it's going to be a proxy based play. We have about 30 pips more to go. It's about a 4-hour ATR. It's got some more room to run, um, but I think that's a decent level. If we get back up there, and again, if we can continue the surge, again, 10:30, 11, 12 o'clock, it's a decent reversal. You can see Europeans went down, straight back up again. So yeah, I mean, again, old level, had it marked, it banged off of it by what, zero point 0.4 of a pip. Um, I think it's a decent level. And again, the risk on it is not horrible. So if we come back up again, I'll just draw it real quick up here. Talking about 11 pips, 11 for 3 or 11 for 30. You can see that's not even remotely close again. We would expect profit taking to come in right there. Okay. One's not level. Yeah. Problem with this one is it hasn't stopped in its trend. I do like this level here, though. I do like this right here. I love that little base. I love the ascending candles in that one. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's a long for me, but I do like that zone a lot. I really like the formation of that. I wish that was in a little bit better of a spot if there was a more clean exit on there. Be a nice little pullback. So yeah, right now I think we just focus on the 96.40. I think 96.40 is the way to go. So euro dollar. All right, so euro dollar, big push, right? Big push. So yesterday we got front on this one just by a little bit. Again, Wednesday we were talking about finding a top. I'm like, it could be here, it may be higher. You can see 12 was typically the peak, and right around here. We were looking for a short trade, and look at that, it blew all the way through. If you would put an order sitting down here, again, you went right through, parabolic retracement up, smash, 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 and what did it do? It found the buyers at 108.08. Look, it stomached it here and then took off and went higher. So right now, again, this level is out. These were old levels. We can pull all this stuff off. Again, nice little easy trade there. Um, leave them right there. I'd say as well in this one, we have a lot of movement since the news came out at 8 o'clock. We're talking about 86 pips. So the daily ATR is 70. We are already past the daily ATR since the news an hour, not even 2 hours ago. We should be seeing some profit taking coming back into the market. Now the question is, let's see, hold on. Is it Dixie getting close? Yes, it is close. These are the next two big reversal levels for the dollar. So right now, where we are, we're playing with a level right now. Let's see, 53. That's a big move. Find a bottom sometime soon in here. Uh, I think this one's getting real close to being a short as well. Again, just profit taking. We've moved an entire day's worth of movement already. Um, so everybody's into this trade right now. We should see some profit taking and some reversals. We should see this. Hey, Jin, I'm busy. We shouldn't be playing in this room. I would expect it to roll off that level. It is a smaller zone, only about 12. So again, this would be some dollar strength rolling back in. I'd almost like to see a confirmation out of this one. Again, basically, it's kind of like a parabolic move, right? Parabolic straight up and then roll back down. Yeah, I like this one. I don't think this is bad. Um, I'd say these are your two targets back to the downside. There and then there. So it'd be entry again. If you can get a confirmation in, if you let it go up in here, it starts basing a little bit. Take it on the way out, right? Maybe not. Maybe it's not a one. Maybe it's more of like a two or a three entry. And again, 33 pips down. Uh, profit target one, profit target two is 70. So, you're a pound. Here's where we are. You're a pound. This was from yesterday. We talked about a 61.8 level. Nice little basic confirmation here. Looks like we just smashed it at about 8:30 this morning. We knew that we had news coming in at 8. Popped us right up into that level. And again, it did move. And we're about 2/3 of the way through at this point. Looks like right now you are 17 pips in profit. Right? Look at this bottom side. This bottom side should collapse rather soon here. Yeah, so not much to say about this one. Look for it to come back down to 86.60. Profit taking on this one should occur about there. So again, it's not a horrible space. The 1030, it's going to have to get a little bit of wheels. The 1030 could potentially turn this one, but at this point, you should be trailing it. You should have at least a 1-to-1 locked in on this one. Don't lose any money on it with it whipping back up. There's only about 2 hours left in both these markets. So yeah, we should look for this one to continue to move. And again, that was from yesterday. Euro pound. I'm sorry, euro yen. Again, peaked very, very high. You can see we bounced, we went through, we based on top, we hit it, we bounced, came up, based all below, below, finally went through, went up, and what did it do? Hit Harry Potter on us. It went through, it based, it pulled back, and then continued to push higher. Now it gets real, real ugly. So now it gets real, real ugly. So still looking for a top in this one. Right now, I mean, that's actually not a horrible zone there. Nice little kind of touch and then kind of pop off of it. The top is a little screwy with this one right here. This 830 spike up to 153.40. Again, it's more basing right now. The other yen pairs seem like they are still driving a little bit. So it's a little bit harder to kind of turn and roll. I wouldn't say that there's any really great entries right now on this one. If anything, I would say look for the 23 to fail. I would say right now, if it comes down, I think it will. I think it's first time it hits this one. I think it bounces off that 23 level. If it does come down and start basing, though, there is a little bit of a run. Let's see. How much do we have it down? 57, 19. It's close. There's almost a 1-to-1. I'm sorry, a 1-to-3 coming into this level here, right? There's almost a Harry Potter, but right now with basing sideways, not really kind of a clear defined channel in this one. So, it's all right. It's okay. Um, I don't know. I think again, watch this. If we break through this level here, 152.25. That's not straight. I can tell you right now. Okay. I think we break through 125.27. I think we look for a short on this one. Right now, I think the first hit though does bounce. This is going to be farther down the road. I'm not sure when, but farther down the road is when I think that one pulls through. Okay. But yeah, right now, a lot of junk, not a lot to use. So, all right. So again, this was kind of a looking for a breakthrough. We didn't get it. We had to go lower. We were talking about this drop coming through, and you can see it did. What did it do? It did. It gave us the pattern. We were looking for a little bit more of a pullback. It did it, but it did it really, really. It did it here, right? It did it there. So We got the pattern. What, Kip? What are you doing? Yeah, I see. What you got? Who knows? Wait, you're gonna go with me? You wanna come sit here? Is that what you want? You want to sit Daddy's lap? I was like, stop. You got stuff on your face. All right, here. Touch the microphone. You can sit here if you want. You watch dinosaurs. So we got the pattern we were looking for. We were looking for the push down again, and we said, hey, listen, this could be a decent turnaround point. It was. Again, we weren't looking to go long. No. No. You'll get down if you're going to play with everything. Here, eat this. Here, you have this? You can eat this. It turned out to be a nice little kind of rally today. Again, looking for a basing level, we would have had to push this kind of down here. And again, you got a confirmation of green right above. Again, a new level, and it kind of took off. So, this one worked out well. Again, it was a very, very easy news trade with a pop and higher. It's very, very similar to what we were talking about. And again, we can pull all these off. We can pull this guy off, right? Right now, it's the same as the euro dollar. Let's look for a top in this one. Today is basically a parabolic move. I don't think I have anything. Oh, that one is out. We do have something. 30 more pips to go. Again, kind of the same thing. We drive through that 10, 30, 11 o'clock time frame. There could be a short coming at this level, right? Yeah, I kind of like that one. 11. Again, all this is doing is playing the reversal. It's a parabolic move up. It's going to run into something, and profit taking will come back in again. Probably going to have some stuff. On those lines. Something along those lines. Again, I'd like to see the reversal. This one's a little bit farther away. It's got about 36 pips to go, and it's starting to stall already. We know that in the Dixie, it's already in an area of buyers, so we should see dollar strength rolling back in again. So this one may be a little bit far. It may be easier to take the reversal back in the euro dollar, but you never know. Maybe we continue to get the pop. Again, keep an alert up there, but 127.61. It's basically, again, the Dixie hitting an area of buyers. Again, looks very, very similar to the euro dollar. Pound yen. So pound yen having some problems. Let's see. Let's drag these all the way up. Again, still live down there. Still like that one. That is still good. And it did pull back. Look at that. That's a nice level to pull back to. Right? That's a nice little level right there. But again, if we get some yen help in here, we got that on the top side. So those are really where we need to clear out right now. We talked about 178, 178.60, or 178, yeah, 178.60, and we got there. From yesterday, we were sitting here yesterday. So look at that run from 213. Very nice. This one also again looks like it's ready to reverse. Again, confirm sellers up top. This would have been unfortunately you would not have got into this trade. I can see the space in it right now. Looking at this, it's like, oh, I love that top, love the push away. It pulled back up, it just missed it, and it rode all the way back down exactly where it should have. Had you taken the long, you're probably out on the long already. Yeah, this is a nice pull. This is a nice level. It's the same level that we talked about on the other side. Yeah, you're already out. 1 to 3 is right there. Yeah, look at that. It's 20 for 60. Um, Again, that's the same. This one here that I was like, I really like the way that looks. Like that's a nice one. Um, this one also had it. This one also had it. And it just unfortunately said it already. So kind of hard. Yeah, you should be just getting out of this one. So yeah, you could potentially take a reversal. If you caught this one, great job. Again, that's a nice little level there. Easy pullback. It did front run the 23.6, so unfortunately that wouldn't have helped anybody. What is this? No, no, stop. Nope. Nope. Spill something. Yeah. So there's a potential reversal if you just got out again. Show a little restraint on that one. Again, we missed the trade on this one. Obviously, we didn't know this from yesterday, so we didn't have this one set up. But nice little 20 for 60. Could we get a reversal up top here? I would say yeah, probably. It's a decent level. Again, coming in at 1030, seeing a reversal back down again, and again, it's about the same thing. About what did I say? 16, 18, 19, 19 pips. So, not horrible. Dollar CAD. All right. So yesterday we were calling for a spike. This is at 14:30. This one took off a little bit early, right? If I would have put it here, right, then we got it. I thought it would actually go a little bit lower. It didn't, right? So this should have been here. But we called for it to pop back up to the 133, right? We were calling for here. Funny thing is, if you look at this, I was like calling for that big of a spike back up. That's where the spike went to, right? That's kind of where the peak was. So we got it. There's a decent level in here actually last night. I actually didn't see this one. I actually had this one drawn. I had it drawn over here looking for kind of like a new top put in at the open. I had every plan to trade this one, but right there, I did not wake up, unfortunately. I survived my game. Almost got in a fight. No, 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 no. No, buds. That is old milk. We're not going to drink that. Sorry, buds. Can't have that. Woo! We almost had some old milk. Nope, sorry. You cannot eat old milk. Your belly will hurt. You'll get a hurt belly. Go get your drink. Jen, give me Bud's drink, please. The blue one. Um, Yeah, I had something I was looking for a reversal in the European session, expecting that they would throw a dollar weakness back in again. And right there, 3 o'clock in the morning, right there, coming back up and touching a top in that one. Great trade. If you didn't trade that one, you could have also traded it at 8:30 this morning and used that level right there. So two good shorts. I think this was go get Bud's water. It's on Dad's table. The kids have selective hearing today. Um, Again, we're out of the trade now. There's not anything I can do with this one. Again, that was our piece. Oops. Go this side. Go this side. Go. Go. Jen has your water. It's right there in your hand. That's Bud's water. She's got his water in her hand. She's like, I can't find it. I was like, it's literally in your hand. I love my little ones. So yeah, again, 133 is still going to be kind of the midpoint on this one, top and bottom. Some great setups in the overnight, playing the reversal of the pop from yesterday. Again, very emotional news. Looking for a top, looking for the Europeans to get involved with this one because they missed out on a lot of the ones yesterday afternoon. And there's your two tops. So could have taken it here and been good. Could have taken it here at 8:30 and played the news the second time. Either of them, they both make complete sense with a big rally down. We're not looking to get it short right now. And right now, I don't think the level down here that we had talked about, but we're looks like we're trying to push through. Um, Again, this zone is not really the best zone. It pushed down and then pushed down to the end and hit again. So I mean, we're technically this is hit number 4 on there, and it looks like we're chomping through it. Yeah. Oh, here you go. There's hit 4, right? And then now we're pushing through. So it should break. Is there a Harry Potter right here? Maybe. Um, eh, Only 26. Hmm. Yeah, I like this one coming down. I like this one coming down to this level. Right. I don't think we're gonna get a trade set up in there. Um, yeah, it's down 77. So we're at a daily ATR since the news came out. So there is a reversal in here. Um, who is up though? Yeah, there's probably a reversal in here. I don't have a zone that's good enough right now that I'm willing to put on here. I think we've probably found a new bottom. If we come all the way down to 132.40, I mean, there's a level down there. Um, man, there's a level. It just we are very extended right now. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. The pinch and the move. There's a level here, but we've been hit. This is the fourth time, or fourth, arguably fifth time we've hit it. Uh, could we get a reversal from it? Sure. Again, this is more. Your profit target should have been right here, right? So we literally just hit a profit target. So you should, again, off this move. Um, I'm just hesitant to jump back in this one for a reversal immediately, even though a lot of the other dollar pairs are all doing the same thing. They're all running the levels of reversals. So it's there. It's just that being a level that this is like the fifth time we've gotten to it. It is definitely not my favorite of levels to be using. Could it base? Could it go higher? Absolutely. But again, I think the risk on it is a little bit too high for this pair. Dollar Swiss. Again, we are calling for it again straight up. And this one reversed. It didn't come all the way back down. We were really looking for a level down here. And that's actually what we're running into. I would say that this of a reversal is probably the better of the two. We've talked about this level, so I don't need to go fully into it. It's about 16 pips, which is a little bit high. We know that it was formed from here. It wasn't the first time we were down there. Probably have enough room on that one. Again, we did get up and down. Let's take this guy off. And actually, that was the right turn. Look at the basing right there. That was the right turn. Correct turn. And then it look use the second one too. Yeah, nice little. Sometimes the Swiss does this where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna give you really good stuff. Um. So yeah, I think this one makes sense where we are. Again, we're seeing this reversal happen in a lot of the pairs right now. It's not bad. It's a little. It's 15 pips, which is kind of a lot for the dollar Swiss, but the move doesn't require a whole lot of retracement back again. And again, it's the same thing we're seeing on every pair, right? I'm starting to see this one come back again, trying to find that bottom in there. They should all be at about the same spot. So, um, yeah, it's not bad. I mean, you get 1 to 1, move your stop loss to break even on this one. Trail it slow. But it's got plenty of room to run back up, and we know we have buyers there, and now we're starting to see it. This is a one entry, not a, not a confirmation. So just be leery with that. Dollar yen, yeah, dollar yen's pulling back. So not too shabby here. Let's say we got that. Got the Harry Potter trade in. Um, Again, 7, 3. What did it do? It shot up and then based in there. Never gave us a pullback, so we couldn't go long in there. We said find a top. That was actually a decent top, and it would have triggered too. Wow. What time did it hit? 3:30. Yeah, I was asleep for this, unfortunately. That was a nice hit. Damn, that's a nice news hit. Kind of mad I missed that one. See what happens. I had every intentions of being up this morning. But I got back at like 11 from the lacrosse game and went to sleep. I was like, yeah, I'll probably be up. I was assuming I was gonna be up because I kept, but nope. Should have been. Yeah, I did not have that one drawn. And then again this morning at 8, I was dealing with Melissa and the baby. So, hmm. That's a nice one. You're out right now. Not much more you can do with it. So let's kind of clean this one up, get it ready for the next bet. We're gonna leave that on. Let's see here. If I draw some fair time out, we got some help in here. We do kind of. This is probably where the profit target needs to be. 140.11. You're gonna have a 50% retracement. So you have some early fib people coming in, plus some basing in there. It's a nice little pop up and down, and it used it. I would assume there's some guys in there. It's not super far away right now. About 22 pips. So not super far, but it's okay, right? It's not bad. It's not the worst of positions. I'd have to see if I'd like to see a good bottom put in something like this over here. Where you have one of these candles where it kind of bounces off of it. When it pulls back, I could take that trade, but I wouldn't take it just on an initial spike in. I'd want to see this kind of, but in reverse, right? Where we have a base, we pull back again, and then we take it the second time it hits that level. Um, yeah, it's an okay spot. Yeah. Not taking it on the first touch, though. I think right now, if you were still short, again, you're probably fine. Trail this thing down. Be put yourself over here at 140.53 or 55 ish. Lock all that in. Get yourself 70 pips locked in, and then just let it run. And if it can come down to here, again, there are buyers down there. Take yourself off around that level. So, it's not bad. I missed this one. I wish I had made that one, but I did not. Look at Bitcoin now, down at 25 or 26 yesterday. So, not the best move for those guys. TLT again, big spike up, dollar weakness expected. A lot of drama yesterday. So go over to the commodities and check this guy out. We were looking for the top yesterday, and it came at 10 o'clock, right when that data came out. We pushed lower, went all the way down. We talked about 68.55. We smashed through that. Actually, yesterday at 2, we talked about this potentially going down. Thanks, buds. Um, we mentioned this one. The reason why we were looking at this one. Right. The reason why we're looking for this is if there was any type of bad news about the economy or anything that could hurt demand, we expected this to go lower, and it did. It went lower. Nice bottom. Nice bottom. When did it start? It started a little bit early. That's actually a really nice bottom. We knew we had profit taking. We said it was kind of large, and again, it kind of stabilized. We could have shrunk it down into this level, and it hit it like 1 o'clock in the morning. That was a nice little rally off. You could have taken that one. Kind of pushed it deep here, but if that was your entry, not horrible. Right now, I would say look for this thing to come back up into the 70 range. Those profit targets are hit. We know that there's a little bit of a racetrack over here to deal with. We can take this one off now. Yeah, I mean, I'd say 70. I mean, we're about $60 away. If we turn and reverse down, it may be hard. Much we got to go? 60, 90 to get all the way back up. Clock windows right there. BJ may help us a little bit. Not tons. Yeah, I actually, I won't be surprised if it comes up and tags this level again. Right? We got some room. It's about a buck, right? We need to move about a buck. I'd say that this is probably more for like a European open, maybe like a 3 a.m. kind of open position. Um, right now, there's not a real great level that we can short off of. And again, downside, do we go long again here? No, it's spent too much time. It's kind of I think it's used it all up at this point. So, you know, kind of in no man's land again between two zones. So I think right now, again, potentially could we sell here? Sure. It's 10:30 in the morning. The initial US push is done. It would have been better if it was up around 70, but yeah, I'd say probably bearish, but we probably I don't know. I don't know that we can get below 69 today. Maybe we can get below 69. All right. It's all right. I don't know. No real trade setup on this one. Sorry, guys. Natural gas, again, surging higher. We talked about 246. We got the 245, so we missed it by about a penny. If we can get one more surge up, look for a turn and roll. And this one we mentioned before. It's a 61.8 level, right? You got a level of basing here with one quick confirmation for news. And again, it is backstopped by the 61.8. So again, a good level for natural gas. It's not horrible. Let's see. How close are we? Oh, 1 to 3 is right there. So actually that's good if this drives forward. So no, no. Get away. We're not hitting buttons on the computer. Get your play. No. Yep. Go in the other room. He's in the defiant stage now. I don't know if you guys if anybody have little kids out there. You tell him no, and then he wants to put it in one more time. You tell him no twice, he's good, but you got to tell him no twice. Here, bring it to me. I'll fix it. Oh no, it's working. It's working. Um, go in your basket. Go in your basket. This is a good one. Here, you want a different one, Rachel? Right here. There's baby. There's the baby. I don't want this. I want it, but I don't want this one. Let's look at gold. All right, so gold taking that big spike. So yesterday, here's where that news came in. We talked about it rallying up, and you can see we paused, we held at 12, like we mentioned, and then 1:30, and then boom, the news at 2 came in, pushed it all the way down. And then this morning, obviously the data launched it back up again. Here's the ants go marching. Here, ants go marching. Ants go marching. I would say right now in gold, again, we are lower. We're at 56 again. We're kind of where we were yesterday. We know that we have sellers kind of backstopping this level right here with the big push, the dollar getting, being in an area where we could see buyers coming in. Let's see. Do I get any headlines to help with this one? Nothing crazy on that one. So yeah, I would say look for a gold top. We got the level here that we're kind of driving into. Again, 1030 is where we expect to see reversal. We do have this, but this is pretty sloppy. So let's run this all the way across. I'll put this over here. We have this level here, right? So there's a larger level. It's too big to take risk off of, but I would say that you could, I guess, potentially bring it up to here. Um, it's a decent reversal. We'll see if this level holds. If not, I would say I would expect this one to hold here. I don't think we can get all the way to 1979 today. Um, Again, a lot of emotional movement from that 8:30 window. Is the news at 8:30? Is this so earth-shatteringly big? I mean, manufacturing good, retail sales is great. Is the unemployment claims number being 20,000 higher? Should that outweigh your retail sales? Not really. But with retail sales being high, again, if we're pausing and retail sales is surging, that's kind of an inflationary sign. So, yeah, not surprised that this is up, but I would say look for a reverse on gold today. Again, one potential level here. This one's a little bit harder to peg, but 1979 is one that I'm actually okay with. If we can get all, I don't think we can get it there today, but I think we reverse off of one of these two. And if you do reverse, make sure you're taking profit probably in this level, okay? Which is fine because that's actually where this old base is. All right. Let's look at silver. Yep, of course, silver is popping. So again, we look for this push. You can see yesterday at 2 o'clock, we mentioned going higher. There's the news. We were sitting there. We went back down again. We hit it. It sliced all the way through, went way below our target. Let's pull all these off now. Let's get some new draws on here. We'll go from high to low here. And look at that. Silver also in a level right now. 50% retracement level sitting right there. So silver, and again, it's not quite at 24. It'd be better if it was at 24, but I'll say but we have kind of two levels on top of each other. So again, kind of another scenario setting up. We saw it with the Dixie, the Euro dollar, the Aussie dollar, the pound dollar, dollar CAD, dollar Swiss was also in that same spot. Gold and silver also both rallying up to levels of sellers all at the same time. So when everything's doing the same bit, that tends to be a decent base trade. You know, find the one that you like the best. But again, big surge up from news, very emotional. Two different areas to get in. I'd say one there, whoops, and one sitting right at the 24 mark. Okay, so two different areas. And again, if you want to wait for a confirmation, you drop it down to a 15-minute, wait for a red, green, red candle like this, red, green, red. And as soon as you get the close below that green, that would be a confirmation of a trend reversal. And again, take it all the way back down. This one can run all the way to there. Okay, so got some room to run on this one. We'll put that profit target right there. Okay. So what do you got? Good old Apple. Look at Apple. Apple taking a nice pop. Tesla also popping, but got some more junk in the way. Not too bad. Um, Dollar still trying to find that home. So again, we're getting close to that better one right here. Right, that one was kind of used up. We're getting close to another one here. So let's look. Um, VIX, kind of choppy. So let's see. All the indices are in the green. Unfortunately, 930 is sitting right here. So no. Yeah, we kind of found a bottom, right? We were bouncing off an area, and again, this is a huge area. I would not say it. I would not have said to use that area, but again, 3 wicks ascending like that with a pop, that's an area. So it looks like the news trade took this one away. 915 was there. I guess you kind of had one here, but that would have been again reversing of news. So not really a not really a great setup this morning for this one. Um, Look at that, the 930 pulled back, but unfortunately not in the zone. Again, nothing confirmed until all the way up here, but not opening print. That would have been your overnight had we been there, right? Had we been there. Um, but there's your 915, and then boom, we pulled back. So funny, we actually, I bet you on a 5 minute, this one looks awesome. Yeah, there you go. 915, 920, 925, 930 went right into that level and took off. Look, trend continuation from the 830 news. Up, pulled back, confirmed it. Boom. So, yeah. Yeah. So on here, it's a little bit sketchier, but based off of that, you probably could have got into this one as well. This one, again, ES no. This one you could have got into. If you dropped it down to a 15, you would have been fine to grab this one. Again, you should have been able to see that zone right there, right? As it pulled up to here, you're like, oh, there's a base there, and then dropped it and found it. So should be good. Where do we go with this now? Right now, I don't think you step in front of this one. I think you let this one run. I think the data, the retail sales being good is will help earnings. The unemployment thing, not really a big deal for me. I don't think the 20,000 is that big of a deal. So, again, could have got an opening print. As far as a reversal goes, I think let this one rip. Again, we will get a little bit of reversal back, maybe in the European session. But, I'm all right with it right now. YM. Could we have gotten the pullback? Nope. Unfortunately, it was right there. So yeah, there was no zones below because it was continuing to go lower. Confirm level, confirmable's level there, but we were bouncing off. And actually, no, it's not 1, 2, all that. Nope, your level would have been here, right? And that's not good. Again, another hit, so we have to jump higher. Confirm levels there, but we were here with a pullback. No, I'm not taking that one either. Now, interesting on this one, we did push through this level finally, which is nice. I wonder if we're hitting this gap though. So, YM has a potential reversal coming up. Again, big move. Right now, I'm good with it. There's a lot of levels up here. I mean, there's another one sitting right up here as well. Again, I think you let this one rip. If you're already long, keep it. We will see some profit taking in probably at some of these levels. Do we have a full reversal back again? No, I don't think so. So again, no opening print. I think we're on board. I think that retail sales number was really the most powerful number of the morning. I think it's 100% justified. You may say, well, wait a second, unemployment's going up. Why is this going? This retail sales number was a big blowout. Supposed to be negative, held. And again, this is great for earnings. So this should be a nice driver for the overall stock market. And Russell, not as nice, right? Yesterday, we talked about this one coming down and touching 902, 900. It did. It went all the way down to 1882, right? So we're back almost to that level again. We hit both those levels. And actually, funny enough, we got a decent little kind of like Harry Potter trade out of that, where it came down, broke those levels at 1900, came down, came right back up again, and then continued to deteriorate. So not horrible. Let's run some fizz on this one right now. See what we got. Yeah, it looks like that 50 is still kind of in play. Something along those lines, right? I get 1902. I just deleted the 1902 off the other side. Just to leave that on the other side. Not a bad level. We could potentially reverse right here, having those lower highs right now. We got 1 minute before this candle closes, so it looks like it's giving us the green and the red and the green not closing above, so it looks like it's trying to reverse back again. I like 1902 as a better reversal level, but I feel like at this point, the second this candle prints and is closing lower, we have the first 2 candles of the 3 confirmations. So, yeah, it's kind of right there. I feel like this one could reverse. Again, profit taking on this one, I would say look for this one to probably push back down to this level if we do turn in reverse. Again, I like the 1902 50% retracement level better. We closed, but now we're above. So again, if this right now it kind of doesn't make sense because it kind of gapped above for that reversal. So yeah, maybe the 1902 is still in play. Um, Again, it's going to be weird if green is here and then it gaps above and closes below. So gotta hate when it does that, right? It's like it should be exactly the same, right? But no, someone had to done mess that one up. Yeah. So as far as opening print goes, this would not have been an opening print. There was no confirmed levels below, no pullback on there. And again, it was trying to already rally back up. We were looking for a pullback and didn't get it. So looks like NQ was the only one this morning. Unfortunately, not much more else on that one. See, is the dollar down that level yet? Let's try and just go a little bit farther, dollar, please. Go a little bit farther. But yeah, I'm good with everything green. As I said, this is a great sign. Empire State Manufacturing being positive, I think is good. Core retail sales came in as expected, so no change there. But the overall retail sales includes everything. That's decent. It was exposed to be negative. This is great. Great. For earnings down the road. So we should be getting a little bit more dollar help with that one, but I just think the Europeans are just crushing it because everybody else is talking about raising and we're not. So, but it should reverse. All right, you know what I just realized? I did not put a giveaway on today. So you know what? I'm gonna skip the giveaway today because I didn't do it. I'm not gonna try to get people in at the last second. Which means tomorrow we will do a 50. I didn't do the 25 today. I totally forgot. Again, complete brain fart today. So tomorrow we will do a 50 pipper. We'll do a double. And who do we have? We had Ernest winning yesterday. I'm sorry, 2 days ago, Ernest won. Ernest won. So Ernest is going for 250 tomorrow. Everybody else will be going for 50. So yeah, my bad on that one. Totally sleeping. Right? Yeah. I know. I didn't have chat up. I just looked at chat. I'm like, yeah, had I seen that forever ago, I would have saw it. Yeah, I didn't have chat up. Remember when I said at the beginning that the it was kind of bouncing all over the place? Yeah, I had windows popping up. Well, guess what one of those windows was? It was the Stream Elements window. So, and the chat window. So I didn't have chat the entire session today. So my bad. My bad. So again, we'll go tomorrow with the 50 chipper, and Ernest will be going for his 250. Maybe to make it up for Ernest, maybe I'll give Ernest the opportunity to do a 300 pipper tomorrow, a pip chipper, and everybody else will have a 50. Because today technically he had the advantage. So maybe I'll give him the opportunity to do 300 tomorrow, and everybody else will do 50. So everybody else will be doubled. His won't be doubled, but yeah. I'm not giving you 250 today. Maybe I'll give you 300 for tomorrow. I'll add it, or maybe I'll give you 275 tomorrow. I'll add the extra 25 in. Give it to you. 500 tomorrow. Yeah, I know. It's going for double. All right, guys. With that, I'm out of here. Sorry about that. I'll be back on tomorrow morning. Again, I actually have a second game this week. This is the extra old guys league. I survived last night, so I feel like I should be able to survive tonight. But I'll see you guys 9:30 Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Don't forget, we do have some news tomorrow morning. Waller could screw this around a little bit, but we should have a decent open tomorrow. I think there'll be some pretty good setups in the overnight. Tonight, obviously with that yen, when we get this yen information, maybe this is the drop that we need. Maybe the yen will finally reverse, but that's what we're looking for. So, yeah, no pip chip for you. I know, right? So, all right, have a good trading day. I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, and I'll see you then. Thank you for joining me today.